you're the director and you have to take a whiteboard up on stage with you to explain what this movie's about, there's a serious problem happening there with your movie.
Welcome to the season finale of Two Guys in a Movie. I'm Dan, joined of course by Paul from Twin Flicks. Today, we're talking about a movie or a film. Well, that's debatable.
On both.
But Paul, what is your choice for this week? The final episode.
I thought that I would send this season two off with a bang, with one of the greatest films ever made. We have Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. And just by the way, if you're wondering how we got the physical release, this is the Italian. I don't know if you got the Italian, but I got the Italian steelbook. It's pretty cool.
I don't know, but it's foreign.
I think it is Italian. But
yeah.
What sucks about this, though, real quick, is that only the Italian is in Dolby Atmos. The English,
the actual Italian track?
Yeah. English is just in 5.1. But anyways, that's a discussion for another type of video.
Pretty much impossible to find now in 4K, right?
I don't even think they're selling anymore in Italy. I think it was just a limited thing.
Yeah,
as far as because I imported it in from Diabolic DVD. I think you got yours from Amazon. Was that right?
Yeah, Amazon UK.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought this would be a good way to end this season finale with this movie film.
I mean, how would you sum this movie up, Megalopolis? How would you? Well, if you're going to give a synopsis, how would you even pitch this to somebody to watch?
First off, this is not an elevator pitch. And I have to show this. This is a still from Coppola's Instagram. Okay. And this is from his road show. He started going on the road. He's doing a Kevin Smith, pulling a Smith. He's taking it on the road. He shows it in theaters, and then he does a Q&A afterwards. But notice this picture here. If you're the director and you have to take a whiteboard up on stage with you to explain what this movie's about, there's a serious problem happening there with your movie.
I saw that image too. I think the first one is time or whatever, and then
This movie is I can sum it up in words. It's ambitious, chaotic, cocaine-fueled, fever dream, surreal, doesn't make any sense. But then when you're up at 4:30 in the morning like I was, you start getting very philosophical about it. You start thinking, oh, wow. Kind of like that delusional, we were up too late. I'll say right now, I did enjoy it overall.
Yeah.
It's got, the visuals are insane. Incredible visuals. And I will say this right now, which we're going to get into the reviews, but I want to say ignore the negativity of it.
Ignore the ones that are like John Campia, oh, this is trash or this is garbage.
Right. Right. Exactly. I mean, he's been wanting to make this for what, 40 years?
Yeah, it's a deep passion project. You can tell he sort of modeled Adam Driver's Caesar around himself. That's basically Coppola.
Yeah,
I would imagine that's how I interpreted it as. That's sort of a Coppola type character, trying to save the world or somehow, but it's still this egomaniac.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get more into what we think about the plot and everything, what he's trying to say a little bit later, because it is.
I'm laughing because the movie is insanely there's it's almost like a comedy.
Yeah.
on some
Yeah.
some scenes. It's just there's certain actors that are doing certain things, and then there's actors like Adam Driver's taking this very serious, like a Godfather movie.
Yeah.
And then you have Aubrey Plaza and Shia LaBeouf. They're in a different movie.
And
John Voight.
John Voight. He's in a
Yeah.
completely different movie. It's like I kept thinking, is he does he think he just has the camera on and there's just like, go, you know, do your thing, John, and you know, no script needed, just do your thing. By the way, real quick, just to point this out, I finally remembered to put this up at the beginning of the movie. Or beginning of the video. I always forget till the end of the video.
Doesn't say 2 Yules.
Yeah, awesome. not 2 Yules. It's a Megalopolis. Megalunius.
I mean, let me sum it up for the.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody's new to this, I would say this is a superhero type budget passion project, auteurist vision that is very abstract. I would compare the style to Coppola's Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula that he did as far as the editing.
Definitely.
I think it's very comparable as far as the visually, the editing, the way it's assembled together at times. It's based on like this, I guess, Roman rivalry between the Caesars and the Capulas, but it's not really, it doesn't really go deep into that. It's set in a futuristic United States that has taken up like Roman themes, having like, you know, I guess essentially like Caesar, a king or something, you know, and so that people wear like the Roman garb from back in the day and stuff, and it's interesting. I mean, Coppola takes so many risks and swings with this. It was really hard for me to even judge it when I first saw it, because I was like, I don't even know what I saw. Like it was like an experience.
Well, I mean, one thing, you have to admire him for what he did. Yeah. I mean, he sold one of his vineyards, and he got the financing for it. And I mean, I don't think he knew. He probably knew that he wasn't going to make his money back, you know, in the theatrical run, because this isn't a movie that makes money. And that's kind of been the thread of Coppola's career, really. I mean, even when The Godfather first came out, it got lousy reviews and it didn't make any money.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now was raked over the coals by critics. Critics hated it. So
and that's how he used the marketing. That those first couple trailers had those.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now
for that reason. For that reason. I mean, I'll tell you this: that when I went online to I just put plot of Megalopolis, it was like kept going on and on and on, because it is so dense and there's so much going on. You can't just sum it up quickly. You can't put it in a synopsis. One thing I did find out in doing research on this is that he based this conflict on a real story back in the Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
It made me wonder, though, why didn't he just make a Roman Empire movie instead of this futuristic dystopian future type movie?
I think he's trying to make commentary on our present society.
Yeah. And hope for mankind.
Yeah.
And actually watching this now, I think it's even more relevant because it came out in 2024, right? And then 2025, the end of 2024.
Last September, yeah.
Yeah. So it's even more relevant now.
Yeah.
Because I was watching this, I'm like, this is a social commentary of what's going on right now.
Absolutely.
So Coppola's a fortune teller too.
That's what he was saying too. Yeah, he even has said that in interviews. Like, you know, he's predicted the future in several of his films, and he hopes that we can still save the earth and stuff. That's kind of like the message of the film. Like, he wants to have his children have a nice place to live, and we're all humans and we're all one species or family or whatever. Yeah, he said some crazy stuff. But
well, I don't think his family has anything to worry about.
But he's saying like we're all family, like you and I are family, and we're all human. And
Oh,
yeah,
kind of like we are the world.
yeah.
We are the children.
Even the casting though is risky in this because John Voight hasn't
John
worked
Voight,
much.
Shia
LaBeouf has
LaBeouf.
controversy.
Is it LaBeouf or LaBeouf?
I don't know. Dustin Hoffman shows up in this.
Yeah, in that one, more than one scene or just that one scene?
He's in like the beginning, like to be or not to be speech, and then he's in like a one scene later. Talia Shire, his sister's in this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Giancarlo Esposito.
I will say this, that we kept hearing before the movie came out that Coppola held private screenings for studio executives, and studio executive came out of the screening scratching their heads like, what the hell did I just see? I can't make sense of this movie, and that it's not releasable.
Yeah.
And my first instinct is, you're just being, a studio executive, that it's not a superhero movie. It's not a known franchise. So that's why you're saying that. And then I saw it and I'm like, yeah, if I was studio executive, I wouldn't want to release it either. It's a huge risk, this movie. Huge risk.
Yeah, he was wanting like a big marketing campaign too and stuff.
Yeah, I honestly, I would probably say no too. And I kept thinking, well, why isn't Spielberg and Lucas, why aren't they getting in on this? Why aren't they promoting it? Why aren't they can distribute it under DreamWorks? Just, and I can understand that too. Why even though they're close friends, is it worth it's risky financially. Real quick here, what's real funny is I was scrolling through old interviews of Spielberg and Lucas and stuff, and I found this one with Spielberg, and it was like in the late 70s, early 80s. It was before Raiders. And the interviewer said, do you think that you and this new group, do you feel like you belong in Hollywood? And Spielberg said no, because I'm awkward. George Lucas, he ran off. He escaped Hollywood and made his studio up in North Hollywood, so he's an outsider. And Francis, well, he's just weird. And I'm like, yeah, when you watch his movie, not just Megalopolis, but I mean, look, again, going back to Dracula.
Yeah. And
even some of Apocalypse Now, how it's made, he's weird. But I also
Rumblefish. Rumblefish is pretty out there too. Yeah.
But that's what I like about him too.
I do.
It's not a negative.
Tucker, that was a pretty good movie.
Tucker, Man's Dream. Yeah, that was good. Peggy Sue Got Married.
Yeah,
that was good.
He also had that musical too that came out 4K.
Oh yeah, what was it called? Not One for the Road, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
But that was. I mean, I've liked all of his movies.
He's always made risks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been his career, is risks. And the only reason studios greenlit his stuff is because he did Godfather and then Apocalypse Now.
And even that was a struggle to get,
Yeah.
Him, so.
Yeah. But let's get into some of the reviews, because I want to hear.
Megalopolis premiered at Cannes, and up to that point, I was really following it, I was really excited. Like, this was my most anticipated movie of last year. And I heard all this stuff, like it's batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Like this guy from the New York Post, Johnny Olinsky, a 0-star wacko disaster.
I almost did a spit take. 0 star. Dang. Wow.
Richard Roper from Chicago Sun-Times.
I was disappointed with his review. I honestly thought he was going to give a good review.
1.5 out of 4. With all great respect, you were better off with the Pinot Noir, sir. From the ABC News, with little to show for its staggering ambition to synthesize modern New York with the fall of the Roman Empire, Francis Ford Coppola's all-star, self-financed passion project is a mess, but the lion who made it is still roaring, even in winter. So not a complete diss, but still not great.
What I've noticed, even with some of the positive reviews, it's kind of like they're still poking at him, like, you know what, like, you know what I mean, like nudging him, like they give a positive review, but at the same time they're kind of like saying you're weird, dude.
Now, when the movie premiered at Cannes in May of 2024, I saw this review on IndieWire by David Elrich, and it gave me hope. And this is what he said. Francis Ford Coppola's wild and delirious fever dream inspires new hope for the future of movies. More than 40 years in the making, Coppola's epic is as personal and egoless as you could ever hope to expect from a $120 million self-portrait that doubles as a fable about the fall of ancient Rome. And he gave it, I believe, let's see, I think it's like almost an A. Yeah, B+. That got me hope. I mean, I was fortunate enough to see it in theaters. It played for like a week.
Yeah.
Lionsgate put it out.
Yeah, it didn't even play here where I am.
I was hearing crazy stuff, like somebody was walking on stage and stuff and giving a interview to the screen. That kind of stuff was going on, and I didn't have any of that in my screening. But
I'm sorry, no. Yeah, I think it was probably just like those premiere type screenings.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to hire somebody.
It's probably part of the road show. I would imagine somebody probably does come out in the road show.
Do you mind if I? Was that your excuse me?
That's it. That's all I got.
I wanted to read one positive review, and this was September 26th. I believe this is from after she saw it counts. If I can pronounce her name right, it's Mahola Dargis, and she's from the New York Times. Megalopolis review: The fevered dreams of Francis Ford Coppola. The director's latest is a great man story about an architect played by Anna Driver, driven by ideas and big plans. It's a personal statement on an epic scale. I doubt that Megalopolis has a big audience, but much less any Oscars in its future. But Coppola didn't make it to pander towards viewers or win awards. 100%.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating movie and perhaps his directorial swan song, though I hope not. Mostly it feels like a dream about cinema itself, its past and hope for future. One that Coppola, now 85, has muttered for so long that the film's commercial prospects seemed beside the point. In the end, what matters is the movie is a brash, often beautiful, sometimes clotted, nakedly personal testament from Coppola. It's a little nuts, but our movies could use more craziness and passion, feeling of nerve from time to time. They could use a lot more of love that Coppola has for cinema that pours into this movie. And she gave it an A.
I agree with that. I mean, we need more movies that do take risks and are just unique visions.
Right. And this is definitely a unique vision. Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score is 45% and the audience score is 35%.
45 is not terrible. I mean, I've seen like other movies have way lower.
The biggest problem is that after these all this news came out with the studio executives talking about it, saying that it's nuts, it's crazy, Coppola's lost his mind. Even the fact that he's 85 years old has something to do with it. People think he's senile, he doesn't know what he's doing. Anyways, after everything that came out, the movie became a punchline.
Yeah. Megalopolis.
Yeah, before it even was released. I mean, we've heard of movies like that before. Even Titanic before it was released was, this boat's going to sink the studio over headlines. But it went on with great success. This didn't. And I think Coppola knew it wouldn't be successful, but as this reviewer says, that's not the point of the movie. The point isn't to be successful. But I just think that, I think a lot of people were thinking that this is a movie that's full of ramblings of some senile old man, and that he made his own movie because no one else would for those reasons, and it became a punchline and a joke.
I wish people could actually watch it, though. I mean, I think it needs to be like on a streamer or something. I don't think it's really had a chance to become like this cult classic or anything.
I think that's the biggest problem right now. He's pulling Kevin Smith, like we said, doing this roadshow thing. I'll put up a picture here. He's going on the road, and it's kind of like, okay, but your normal everyday person, they're not going to go to these cities, pay $50 to go see this movie, and then stick around for 2 hours listening to Francis Ford Coppola.
I mean, if you think about it, people would take an edible and watch this.
Right.
I mean, there's that crowd too that would love this.
Oh yeah, especially
if you were on Netflix and you saw this crazy movie come up on the algorithm, I'm probably gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like, if I was him, I'd want to get my movie out there to see it. He's holding it hostage because I guess it's so deeply personal to him. And I think he said that he believes that once he gets it on the road and he'll wants to build up momentum, which I don't think is going to happen.
Unfortunately, his wife passed during all this too, and I think maybe he's just trying to
get his mind,
stay distracted. Share. I mean, it's cool that he wants to share it on the road and stuff, but it was hard enough to get our discs. It was hard to find this movie.
Right. I mean, he could do both. He could sell it to Netflix, sell it to Amazon, and then go on the road,
or even sell it on your website.
Exactly. People would pay $10, $20 to rent it on his site.
Right.
I mean, for sure. I mean, Paul Schrader did that with what's it called? Johnson.
David Mamet, Henry Johnson.
Yeah, David Mamet, with Shia LaBeouf's movie, which is great, by the way. Henry Johnson.
Yeah. It's acting class for sure. I mean,
it's great. I loved it.
We can talk about Shia real quick. I mean, I've always loved Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
He's just, I guess he's just one of those like Mickey Rourke types, or I don't know, just a tough person to really work with. And I know there's a documentary coming out about the Megalopolis doc.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to shine a light on a lot of stuff. Even on here, there's the special feature disc, and they show Shia LaBeouf and Francis like sort of going at each other.
It was hilarious. I don't know if you saw Terrible Friends podcast, whatever, with
yeah, I watched it.
Okay, and he first thing that I don't know what's his name, but anyways, first thing that one of the hosts says is, "Did you like it?" He's like, "No, I didn't like it, but I wanted to help him bring his vision to life." Number one, that's the real art. That's a real artist right there. Even if you don't understand it, you're still going to do your best. But also, I think his acting, I don't know if his acting suffered, but I think that it suffered a little bit because, like we said at the beginning, it felt like he was in a completely different movie than anyone else.
And then, I think he wanted things to go a different way, and Coppola didn't want to go that route, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even going to get into the negative reviews because there's no point. I mean, I don't think there's any point in reading them. But those two positive reviews, made you and me want to see it, and even more so. And I encourage people, if you can find it, check it. You need to check it out.
I think this movie, it could inspire somebody to want to make a movie. Honestly, that's one of those movies that's like, okay, you can do this in movies. You can make this kind of abstract dream. This is the thing. It's like movies these days are trying to be like too grounded or too real sometimes, and this is an example of like, hey, you can have that wonder, you can have like that imagination, come to life, and
exactly.
And also the fact that he self-funded it and everything, it's just, that's inspiring to me.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I admire him for what he's done with this movie. And I think to myself, could I have done that?
Last year was tough, man, because we had, Kevin Costner doing kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
But, and Coppola, they were kind of just like castaways of Hollywood at this point,
which is unfortunate.
Their own route.
I mean, Coppola's always kind of been, but Kevin Costner has never been. He's always been in Hollywood, and then all of a sudden he's just kind of out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I think it's because he went on his own to make the movie and didn't go with the studio route.
Yeah.
But I did notice that, I did see an interview where Adam Driver said that he had no idea what the movie's even about or what he was even saying. He had no idea what he was saying while he was giving his dialogue. But one thing that Adam Driver did say is that when you get a call from Coppola, you take it. Just like if you get a call from Spielberg, you're taking that movie no matter what. It doesn't matter what the project is. You're saying yes because it's a legend.
Yeah,
Legendary
I think
filmmaker.
Aubrey Plaza was the same way. She signed up immediately. I think Driver too was also like he was one of the ones that helped like give an opinion on the cuts and stuff as they went along the process.
Yeah, you could tell that Driver was more passionate about the project than anyone.
Yeah.
I think because he's also a very artistic, surrealist type guy. I will say though that it's definitely a modern take on Roman rule. You got these haircuts. And this is something that a lot of people didn't understand. They're like, why are they talking this way? Why do they have these weird haircuts? And it's because it's a modern take on the Roman rule. I mean, his name is Caesar. I'm going to call him Gus because that's what I know him from.
The mayor?
Is Breaking Bad. Gus is Cicero. Cicero. So Caesar, Cicero. Those are two real life Roman I don't know what you want to call them, emperors or
it's sort of like a Hatfield McCoy's type thing.
And it says that violence such as killing someone with a bow and arrow, like at the ending, which we can talk about if you want to, but I mean, he kills somebody with a bow and arrow. That happened all the time in the Roman Empire, where they would assassinate someone like that.
And they had the chariot race and like the sacrificing a virgin, type thing, and
exactly
the statues,
the power of greed.
Yeah,
and it's just that it's wrapped around this futuristic dystopian sci-fi movie. I mean, even at the very beginning of the movie, it shows a placard, and it gives and Lawrence Fishburne narrates it. And then throughout the movie, it says a placard, like I took a picture of it. One of the placards it shows, it says, "I pledge allegiance to our human family and to all the species that we protect on Earth, indivisible, with long life, education, and justice for all." And then it gives the Roman numerals. So it's clearly a Roman setting.
I feel like they rolled a lot of footage, and there was a lot to work with.
Oh yeah.
And the stuff they chose to use is interesting. Like even that scene where the mayor is like presenting the casino early on, and they're standing on this wood, I don't know, I guess high rise.
Mm-hmm.
That's very like 1930s, the way that it's put together.
Yeah.
And they even have like newspaper stuff going on. Again, like you said, the acting is very theatrical, Greek theater type stuff going on here. And then things get really weird, like when Adam Driver's imagining his deceased wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's very dreamlike.
Yeah.
And then there's like the scene at the chariot race where he's like partying and then has like the delusions. And
is that the one where he's like dancing?
The tug of rope, and then like there's multiple Adam Drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's that also that, I guess, a history lesson where they talk about evolution and they show like the history of time and all that. I thought that was really well put together, and I think that's the press conference area.
Yeah.
It's kind of all over the place, but it also is quite good. I mean, that's one of the things that I think it would have been nominated for if it didn't have all the baggage with it. I think technical stuff you could nominate easily for editing, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that I did feel some of the editing felt very choppy at times.
Yeah.
While other times it didn't. And the geography was weird because it was kind of like, okay, you know where you are at one scene, but then you don't know where you are in the other scene. It's like, okay, what's going on here? Where is everybody? The geography, but then other times, but then at the same time, it also makes sense.
Yeah.
At the same time. So it's kind of like, obviously Coppola didn't screw up. he knows exactly what he's doing. And so I kept thinking, well, if the editing's choppy and the geography's off, is it on purpose to try to throw us, the audience, off?
Did you feel like the movie was missing? Like, I feel like it was missing the part of the third act, and it kind of just wrapped up.
Yeah, I kind of felt like
Mhm.
I did. Yeah, I kind of felt like 10, 15 minutes, maybe, or
Yeah.
at least 10 minutes was cut out, because it kind of felt like, okay, let's wrap it up real quick.
Yeah, that's what it kind of felt like to me too. I was like, okay, now everything's fixed. Like, what?
Yeah, yeah. I
Happy New
think,
Year.
but the dialogue is really weird. It's wonky. It's repetitive. It's awkward. You go from this Roman type speech to modern day speech, and then let's go to the club and get
Back to the
drunk
club.
and drugs, and and it's just, it is a really weird film, but it's also really, it's good, and it makes sense if you're paying attention. That's another thing too. You have to pay attention to the movie. But I think,
I was never bored at
well,
all.
yeah,
It's one of those movies that's like, okay, I have my attention. Like, there's something to look at here,
yeah,
whether it be like an awkward desk, like that's
yeah, oh yeah. That's the
at an
thing.
angle.
It's so visually striking and
Yeah.
stunning that you can't keep your eyes off the screen, because there's always something happening.
There's a scene that really surprised me when that kid walks up and shoots Adam Driver's eye.
Oh yeah,
I was like, that's okay. This is sort of like gangster like, and then it goes back to being goofy.
yeah. I knew something was going to happen.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was cool. And then he reconstructs his eye using. Well, first of all, maybe we should explain what
Yeah.
Megalopolis is.
Megalon or whatever.
Megalon.
Yeah.
It's a shape-shifting bio-additive material, and Caesar uses it. And Caesar uses the material to stop time and create buildings, create really whatever he wants to. And I wrote down here that in the movie, Caesar describes Megalon as a shimmering, translucent amber material that allows for the creation of luminous biomorphic architecture. And to a lot of people, they'll be like, what? But Caesar wants to use it for good. He wants to construct buildings. He wants to bring in a new Rome into the better future. He also discovers that the material can project memories, create clothing, and we're going to talk about what you just talked about, can later even mold a new face for Caesar after he's shot in the eye.
Yeah, and I know he stopped production because it was supposed to start in 2001, but then 9/11 happened, and he stopped.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have part of it on the disc.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
They had a table read with like Paul Newman playing the
Oh,
main.
wow. Paul Newman.
Robert De Niro was going to play Caesar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a star-studded cast for the time, and
Makes
it
me
got
wonder.
scrapped. And they were able to use some of those footage that they shot of New York City into this movie.
Oh, cool.
So
It makes me wonder. I wonder how much the script changed between then and now.
I don't know. I
That's
did
kind
read an early draft on Reddit because I couldn't wait. It's very similar to what we got, and it says 1998 on it.
Oh, really? So wrote in 1998, and then they started pre-production 2001. I wonder if it would have been a bigger hit if it had those bigger stars in it.
Yeah, and the timing too. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have been a different movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They wouldn't have. They probably wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't use the volume.
Yeah. And I think that it felt like to me that with the political things that are happening with, Trump, Biden, Obama, Trump again, it felt like he tried to squeeze some of that juice into the script.
Definitely, especially with like Shia LaBeouf's character,
right?
Claudio.
Yeah,
and he does like these protests and stuff, and I believe there's even like red hats at some point. And then he's got I guess grandpa or dad by John Boyd. I can't remember if they're
I think it's his grandpa. Yeah.
okay. I was confused on that a little bit because I was like,
Yeah.
I know they're related, but
yeah, they're related. It's his grandpa. I believe it's his grandpa because I think I remember him saying grandpa or grandfather. And so really Shia LaBeouf comes from a rich family.
And then he's the cousin of Caesar, right?
Yeah, the cousin of Caesar.
It's but the dialogue is so weird. It's like, okay, did he say grandpa? Or it's like, and he's got the whole thing with like his sisters too.
Yeah, going back to Rome.
Yeah, it's he's even dressed as like I guess cross dressing, or is it
kinda? I guess.
Yeah. Very, I guess Roman times dressed. Got the makeup and the hair done and the hair. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very Roman.
Yeah,
very Roman. Very Roman. But I'm really curious to hear your interpretation of the movie, and I'm sure the folks out there would like to know. So I think we should take each take a turn to give our interpretation. So hand it off to you, Dan. What is your interpretation of the movie?
Coppola's vision of the future. I mean, this is basically what he wants our world. Basically, he's seeing the downfall of our civilization. It's not working. America is, he's saying that's the new Rome in this movie. He's making commentary on our present state where America is on a decline. All empires fall, just like the Roman Empire fell. The American Empire may fall. So he's trying to give us a way to fix this and inspire hope for the next generation. Now, there is no Megalon in real life.
Too bad.
It's too bad.
Or maybe not. I don't want certain political people to have a Megalon.
Right. But he's basically saying, just love and kindness goes a long way. And I think just even with the casting, he's casting different people from different sides of political spectrum and controversy, but we can all get along. We're all human at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, at the end of the movie, him and Cicero become friends.
Yeah,
and they agree on the political path.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
So yeah,
it's I think that's really the message. Is really love your fellow man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the capitalism, the greed, and all that, it's all good and well, but is it a solution? Are we able to fix our environment with stuff? And there's a lot of stuff going on here besides the wackiness that but I think Coppola really is just telling us, choose love.
Yeah, love conquers all.
Yeah,
type of deal. Yeah, I agree 100% with your interpretation. I don't know if you want to hear my interpretation.
Yeah, I do.
I just looked at it and it's got.
I know you just watched it recently for the first time.
Yeah,
I've seen it like 4 or 5 times.
So again, bear with me here because it was 4:30 in the morning and I put on my philosophical hat on.
Well, that's what this movie does. Like, you see it and then it kind of hits you later. It's like, right. Oh.
Well, I went to town on this one. So bear with me here.
Okay.
Now, first of all, I have to say, Francis Ford Coppola, how we always hear movies directors say, it's up to the audience interpretation. They interpret it what they will. Most of the time, that's bullshit. They just say that to keep the peace between the audience and the filmmaker.
Right.
The filmmaker usually has the idea. This, though, I do believe that it is Coppola made it specifically for someone to have their own interpretation of the movie. And I agree with your interpretation 100%. That is what Coppola was trying to do. But bear with me here.
Okay.
And maybe I read into this a little too much at 4 a.m. in the morning. But so I wrote it all down. The film is about classic political and social structures and how they often fail humanity and the people they are supposed to govern and protect. Coppola uses an actual Roman coup attempted in 63 BCE. This is when I was doing research, which had players named Catalina, Cicero, and Caesar. But Adam Driver's speech at the end, he's even Adam Driver's speech at the end, he's even quoting parts of Hamlet. Even the music sounds Roman epic, the score. At the same time, he spins it into a modern futuristic setting using literature and historical references. That's one area of the movie that I loved, where it was showing the silhouettes on the building. It was going through the time of the two world wars, the Vietnam War, and all these different wars, and then leading up to the destruction of New York, or what was
the satellite and stuff.
Yeah, I love that. I think that was one of my favorite scenes, because it doesn't show clips like a movie. It's silhouetted on the buildings, which is really cool. Really cool. So this is Coppola building a foundation of classical philosophy and dramatic storytelling. Coppola is saying what we are seeing today in politics. It is the same back in the Roman era and in eras before then. Nothing's changed. Only the tactics with betrayals and political plots and schemes have changed. Caesar is trying to rebuild the city and right what was corrupted by using the material. The ending is poetic. Adam Driver is standing in front of a crowd talking about love, destiny, while Francis Coppola shows scenes from past turmoil, tear down death. I don't know what I wrote there. I put tear down death. I wrote it tear down death. And so he starts shouting like tear down death, and the slums that you were thrown into. And he does. He says the gates of Megalopolis is open. He creates a new city, brings both parties together, united to turn the world around.
And it's a new year and a new baby.
Yeah. That was a little weird, though, with the baby.
Yeah. I thought so, too.
Or it's shot from underneath with the baby.
When I saw it in theaters, I thought it was floating.
That's what it looked like at first glance. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, both of our interpretations are pretty much similar. It's the same thing. But I do think that it's interesting that, everything's the same, even from today, from the Roman Empire. It's the same thing. Political.
And then they say, history has a way of repeating itself.
Right. Political, we see it today. Both parties are against each other. There's plots to destroy one party. They're not killing people, but they're firing them, and people are afraid to stand up for themselves because they're afraid of what this one political party will do.
Right.
And what happened in Rome? Same thing, except it was a lot more violent. I've watched a lot of History Channel, if you can't tell. But yeah, I mean, both of our interpretation is pretty the same, which I think is the point of the movie.
Do you have a favorite performance in this movie?
That's really hard because I loved them all, honestly.
I mean, Jason Schwartzman is pretty goofy in this too.
Yeah.
In this short time, but I really liked Aubrey Plaza. I think she was really great. I was going to
say her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really good. I think Shia LaBeouf gave a good performance for what he was able to do. I don't know
There's
the
that scene where he's in his office. It reminded me of like Batman '89, like
Yeah,
and like Joker type stuff going
I
on.
was thinking the exact same thing. That's right. Main freak terrorizes.
Yeah,
Get a load of me.
yeah, exactly. It's the same. That's like the same scene.
Right.
He's like talking to himself like a maniac.
I don't know the actor's name who plays Caesar's girlfriend. But I thought she was great.
Oh, she was in Game of Thrones.
That's right. She played
Natalie Emmanuel.
Okay, yeah, she played Emilia Clarke's handmaiden or something. Whatever you call it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what else. She looks so familiar. I was trying to figure out what else I've seen her in. Yeah. I mean, I think all the performances are great all the way around. I mean, even John Voight, he's hilarious because he does not know what movie he's in. He has no clue what movie he's in. It's like, it literally feels like to me, he's like, Coppola's like, okay, this is the scene. Go, do your thing.
Stand here.
Yeah. I mean, that finale with him in bed. Tell me, do you like this boner?
What do you think about boner?
Like, what?
But to his character's credit, I mean, they said he had a stroke, right?
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, everything is so overly dramatic too.
Yeah,
like when Adam Driver gets shot, it's like this huge, overly dramatic, operatic scene, which is similar to what he did also in Dracula.
Yeah,
it's not that much over the top, but it was similar. It reminded me a lot, like what you're saying. It reminded me a lot of Dracula.
Oh
the
yeah.
way he edited and made the movies. Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to the the documentary.
Now, is he involved in that?
Yeah, he let Paul Haggis. I think he directed.
Oh, really?
Crash, right? Or
yeah.
The filmmaker. Yeah, he let him have all total access to the whole shoot.
Wow.
So this is all his footage that he captured.
So I wonder if what I'm wondering is, did he approve it? Like, I don't want things cut out because, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it Coppola edited down.
Right.
I want the truth on everything.
I think it's going to be pretty fly on the wall, like honest, in my opinion. But I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
we'll
that'd
see.
be cool. When's it supposed to come out?
September.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
This year.
Definitely seeing that.
And then I think Coppola even said like last week he wants to make a goofier cut of the movie.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's funny. He calls it goofier cut.
Yeah.
That shows himself. He's self-aware. He knows exactly what he's made.
He took a scene out, I guess, about the wife and Adam Driver. He said that there was some sort of like her heart comes out of her body or something. Something crazy. Yeah, that they shot and he just didn't use it.
Huh.
But he wants to put that back in.
That'd be cool. I mean, I would love to see it because it sounds goofy. It sounds what's going on, but it's really cool. It's really well done. I mean, I would say this is the very beginning when Adam Driver goes on top of the building over the ledge and he says, "Time, stop," and everything freezes. I mean, that hooked me right away.
What do you think of the sound design of the film? I mean, I thought it was
incredible.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Incredible. I wish that the English track was in Atmos.
Yeah.
But it was incredible. I mean, very active surround. And I noticed too that like with some of those scenes that were real surreal and really weird, you hear these voices in the background in the rear channels and the surrounds.
Yep.
And it makes it like kind of eerie at the same time. And because you don't know you can't hear what they're saying. But I mean, the sound design, everything, technically this movie is incredible. And it's really incredible for the amount of money he spent on it. $120 million. It looks like it'd be a lot more than that.
I don't think we're ever going to see that kind of money in an independent film again.
Probably not. Right. Yeah.
Man.
And that says something right there too. $100 million movies now considered independent.
Yeah.
I heard that from another director I was watching an interview with where he was talking about that. He's like, a $90-100 million movie is an independent movie now, which is insane to me. You want to give your
how are you rating this one?
I was just going to ask if you want to give your score. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, that's good.
And I don't know. This is I only saw it twice, and my score may go up.
Would you watch it again? Like, does it stick with you? Yeah,
100%, 100%. This is a movie that is very rewatchable, and you want to watch it again because I think this is going to be one of those movies that no matter how long you've seen it, you're always going to pick up something new.
Oh yeah, I agree with that, 100%. Like it'll hit me sometimes during the day. I'll just think about the movie for some reason, and I think I watched that trailer before I saw the movie like a bunch of times because it was visually stunning. With like you said, the shadows on the skyscrapers and everything, and Lawrence Fishburne's voiceover. But yeah, for me, it's going to sound crazy, but for me, it's a 5 out of 5. Like it's an unconventional movie, just a unique experience. There's nothing else like it.
Yeah,
and it's true. There's really nothing else like this movie.
Yeah, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I want to give it a 5 out of 5 because it is. I mean, it's just incredible. It's honestly.
But at the same time, I'm like, is it my top 10 of all time? No.
Yeah, that's why I gave it a 4 because of that.
But it's I don't know. I just get I've worked my way up to a 5.
Yeah, so. I think I will later because I keep thinking that's one thing I was grading on is okay, but if someone said is it my favorite movie the past 10 years, I would say I don't know, probably not.
I don't know about that. Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know. I don't want to say guilty pleasure, but it's sort of like
no, it doesn't. It's not guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I wanted to put the box office. I forgot to do that. Let's do it now.
Oof.
Wait, let me take this. Let me take this off here. $120 million to make and only made a little over 7,000 domestic. Worldwide, 7 million. Worldwide, 14, almost 15 million. 14 million.
I think this is one that you could. Any film course should probably have this shown in their class. I mean, you could dissect this movie in so many ways, and just the way that it's put together, and the themes. I think it's one that if you're an aspiring filmmaker, it's definitely you should watch.
Yeah, very motivational, inspirational. Like as soon as while I was watching the movie, I'm like, oh, I want to make a movie.
Yeah.
You know? Of course, I can never make anything like that, but still, it's like very inspirational.
You have to sell your YouTube page.
Sell my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
For $200 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you did see the movie, let us know in the comments what you thought of it. I would really love to hear your thoughts, and if you liked it or if you didn't. I can already see the comments already. It's dog shit. It's trash. People who give comments like that, they did not see the movie.
They didn't watch it. Yeah.
Guarantee you they did not see the movie. So I want, I'm going to ignore those comments. I want to hear some real comments from people who actually saw the movie. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for season 2 of Two Guys in a Movie. We'll hopefully we'll get a season 3. And again, let us know in the comments what you thought of Megalopolis. And thanks, Jan, for joining me this season. And as always, guys, we'll see you later next time.
Peace.